Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 300, and welcome back to Let's Demo, the series where you know what we do. Say it with me. We test out some of the most up-and-coming and best-rated mods on the Isaac community. Today, we're doing another recent one. I know I said I was going to switch back and forth, but this one, it caught my attention. This one's called the Invocation Circle. And before I get too far into this, I will say that it is in early development right now, currently. So basically what the Invocation Circle does, let me go ahead and read. According to the description, oh, by the way, created by modder Sinsthar, S-I-N-S-T-H-A-R, so go check him/her out, because this mod looks pretty good. And it's only been out for a day, but it already has 339 subscribers, so that's pretty good. The Invocation Circle is a random event that can appear or not during your journey downstairs. It allows you to summon a boss, a new optional boss called Moira, at the cost of 5 keys. So right now, it's a one-time thing. It'll spawn on the ground, you pay 5 keys, and you can fight a boss, and you're like, why would I want to fight a boss? Well, because you get a unique item after fighting this boss. And they have said, like, they have a little to-do list down here, and they've said that in the future they're going to try to add a second invoked boss, is what they're calling it, for the Invocation Circle, so that you can fight multiple bosses on your journey, and maybe make them worth something. And so we're going to go ahead and get into this one. So like I said, the boss's name is Moira, so that's mostly what we're showcasing today. Now, the creator was nice enough to give me a lovely little seed, FH2C, that I can't actually type properly, NT39. That he says, yes, in the Depth/Necropolis 1, you can find it in this seed. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. We're going to do Isaac normal, so that we have the best chance of winning. Now, from what I have seen, and or heard, and or whatever, like based on the comments and the description, it says this boss is really hard. So we'll see what we can do. Yeah, I'll take tough love. Tough love's fine. So we don't have that much time to prep for this boss. So like basically the boss can appear randomly. It could appear on the first floor if you have the keys necessary. That's another thing, is we're gonna need to make sure we have 5 keys. And I still want to visit item room. So on this one, since it's for the purpose of demo, if I don't have 5 keys by the time we go down there, although that helps, if we don't have 5 keys by the time we go down there, we can always do a little, spawn keyring and, give us some keys, because I may need to do that, and that's not such a big deal. Okay, I think you guys will respect my honor still. Maybe you won't. Maybe I have none. And I also didn't check to make sure this was recording, so after I do this, I'm still looking at the Steam page for this thing. Is there anything else to mention? It says the Invocation Circle can only appear in a normal room. Fighting with Moira might be hard, especially if your damage is not high enough. The longer the battle, the harder it will become to avoid Moira's attacks. So that's cool. Let me just make sure recording is still... Oh, look at that! You guys could hear this the whole time. Pick this up. What did I pick up? Oh, wire coat hanger. It's a good item. And we head down to the next floor, trying to preserve a deal with the devil chance on this floor, because like I've said, Moira's pretty hard. We got to make sure we have the best chance, and I mean the best chance possible. You'll see why that is a thing in a second. We want to make sure we have the best chance possible of beating this boss. And then I don't really know, since the main purpose is just to showcase the boss, I don't know if I'm just going to end the video after we find her, or what I might do if we spend a lot of time trying to find her and we can't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll pick that up. If we spend a lot of time trying to find her, or let's say we do find her, because I did test the seed already, and I know she does spawn. Let's say we go test it out, and she's too difficult with the items that we get in this run. We can't beat her because I'm just bad at the game. Then what we'll do is probably likely will come in here and say, yes, I will take the miter for more spirit hearts. We'll probably just start again and then say hey, give me Preptosis, Polyphemus, chocolate milk, all these great items, and then just run through the game very quickly. Mom's Pearl, sure, we'll take that as well. But we will probably do that if we can't beat her. I want to give it a good honest try, just straight up first, but then if straight up isn't going to get it done, then I still want to show you guys the passive item after we beat her, so we may have to cheat. Could be bad trip, so don't do it. Check this for secret room. We've got it. Inside, we got some more pills. Again, can't really justify myself to check them right now, but I will check for a second secret room here, and hopefully secure ourselves a deal with the devil chance by maybe getting a spirit heart from this thing. We do have the miter. Allow me to take a sip of this lukewarm water. 2 spirit hearts are too kind. And we'll keep our 1 penny to grow on. That's what they do on your birthday, right? Or is that spankings? Can't remember. I got so many spankings as a kid. Just kidding. I was a love child. Just kidding. I was kind of an actual piece of garbage. So probably should have gotten, like, my intestines ripped. Oh, excuse me? I wasn't necessarily a bad child. I was very, what's the word? Like, I was a rule follower for sure. Especially in, like, school or something. I've never been in trouble in school in my entire life. Always have been. Range down, cool. But I was conniving, if that makes sense. I would, like, do things to try to get my way and to try to get outcomes that I desired. In here we get Succubus and Fear Shot. I think I'll take them both because Fear Shot is a damage up, so we'll take both of them. And Succubus is just good. I would manipulate people and adults and my parents and everything to try to get my way. And then sometimes I was found out and probably deserved to, you know, get a little telling to. Please, though, give a little tell. Down on the next floor. Still no Moira yet. We got 3 more floors to prep for our Curse of the Blind. You done me dirty like this. We have 3 more floors to prepare for our lovely bout with the queen herself, Moira. I don't know what it's based on. I don't know if it's biblical. I'm gonna guess based on the image of the mod that it is not biblical. Although I don't know, Adam and Eve, you know, kind of just put it all out there. Go ahead and take these, although we can't open them, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, again, you know, you'll see what I mean. Let's just say this. Let's just say I can understand. Yeah, have you ever seen, like, you know, those YouTube thumbnails that do really well? Because have you ever, like, watched a Vine compilation on YouTube? Say yes. If you've watched a Vine compilation on YouTube, just, like, think of what they always use as, like, the thumbnail for a Vine compilation. If you're thinking boobs, you're right. That's kind of... I'm not going to say I haven't fought this boss yet. I just saw that it did exist. I haven't fought the boss yet, but I've seen the boss. And I can tell you, I'm not going to say that's like the sole reason why this mod is doing well, because that would be probably not accurate. I think it's probably also just a cool concept. Are you kidding me? We don't have a key? I'm going to have to spawn keys a little bit earlier, because, like I said, spawn key ring. Ooh, that's too many exclamations. Give me a bunch of them. Give me a bunch of them. Just give me a bunch of keys, because we're going to need them eventually anyway. Hey, thanks so much. Yeah, is this cheating? You freaking know it. Am I allowed to do it? Yes, I'm the host. Okay, I missed the thing. But we come in here, and we find Curse of the Blind, E. coli, Turdy Touch. Was it even worth the time spent to get all of those keys? Maybe. If we get, like, Unicorn Stomp or something. But I want to freaking destroy this lady with my own tears. Crow's Heart. Not what I'm looking for right now. I'm a bigger fan of the Mom's Pearl that we are holding. Excuse me. I'll also take this. Yeah, we're going through, unfortunately going through our HP rather quickly. Our Spirit Hearts, that is, down to 2.5. There's one right there that we unfortunately can reach. Why is that unfortunate? It's not, I misspoke. Please end this room. Please end this guy. He was all purple. Don't just leave a man hanging when he's purple, by the way. If you're out there in the wilderness and you see a man and he is purple, stab him in the back of the skull. Okay, Pestilence fight coming up. We're going to get a cube of meat, which is good at the very least. Help. Squeeze through there. Pestilence fight, cube of meat at the... We could also re-roll it and try to get a better item. Because we know it's going to be... Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Blue cap, HP up, tears up. That's totally fine. Puts us at a 5-tier stat. Is it better or worse than the damage and the shots blocked that we would have gotten from, you know, our good old friend... Sally Wade, is this... Oh, it's Catacombs 2. Right. Not an Acropolis 1 yet, so we still have a little bit of time. No, please, if you could not hang out down there, my Succubus is going to miss you. We still have a little bit of time before our, you know, the battle that they've spoken of in Legends, our battle with... Is it even Moira? I don't even know if it's Moira. I may have pronounced her name wrong this entire time. That's okay. Hopefully we can get, might as well come in here and blow this guy up, because we have a... Want to make sure our deal with the devil chance is as good as possible, because if we can snag something, That, oh god, like a brimstone or something, you know what I'm saying? If we can snag something that's gonna make our chances of success even higher. That's what I'm down for. We gotta be getting close to our boss fight. Unfortunately, I also want to visit item room. So I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of backtracking. It was in the poop. It's in the bone. That would have changed that scene in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective quite a bit if the line was "it's in the poop" instead of "it was in the bone." Anyway, haven't seen that movie in a long time. It used to be like solid top 10 favorite when I was a kid. Although I've also only seen like 4 movies in my entire life, 3 of them the Spy Kids movies, so, and 1 of them Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. So, was that even Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? Don't even know. The Fallen means we are going to get a guaranteed deal with the devil item from him. Please be something good. Please be something dope. Bring me Maw the Void. Maw the Void is what I just asked you for. And if you are truly Santa Claus, well, technically that's Krampus, is the anti-Santa. You know what? The mark is fine as well. And then what the heck is that sound? We come in here and we say ability to fly. Hit you in my neck if you can hear it. Ability to fly could be good. The other 2 are pretty much useless. I say let's take the ability to fly, re-roll the other 2. We get the Pact and the Void, which I don't want. So we'll leave that there. We now have the ability to fly up to 7 damage. It's a noble beginning. What do we have in here? Joker card, Ace of Hearts. I knew it. Called it. We should also take... I can't tell. The deal with the devil stay open. No, it's down to a... You can actually tell. I didn't realize that the little chance down there in the bottom left, as soon as you leave a room, if it goes down to 0, it means the door disappeared completely. If it goes to 37% chance, that means if you walk back in the room, there's a 37% chance that it appears again. So, you know, the more you know. Star flies across the screen. I don't know what that even is from, but everybody seems to know it and reference it, so therefore I'm allowed to know it and reference it. Excuse me for touching me. Get Big Chubby, get rid of that. The Game Kid. Get rid of that. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want that. But I won't do that. Is it scummy to spawn batteries to reroll these things? Yes. But I also don't feel like... No, you know, we'll give it an honest go. We'll give it an honest go. Like I said, if we end up I don't know how strong she is. So I'm worried, I could really use a magic mushroom right about now. But, like, I don't know how strong she is. So if it's on the next floor, though. So if she's stronger than I'm imagining and we have trouble, then we'll just, like I said, redo one where we are ridiculously strong and I can show you what happens when you beat her. But you know what? We could also just be like, hey, play well. Play well and you'll be fine. Play well and you will be and you'll be saved. And you'll be saved. Now, did it say? I can't remember if it said what room it was in. It might have, although I'm not on the Steam Workshop page anymore, so I can't actually read to say whether or not it said where. It's Necropolis 1, right? Yeah, it's Necropolis 1, so it's going to be on this floor. He's done it. Okay, so that is the Invocation Circle. Let's go ahead and get this pill off of it so that you can enjoy it in all its beauty. Yeah, another range down. Cool. Sure, I'll take it. I'm not scared. So when you stand on it, you need 5 keys, obviously. That's the basis of it. However, before we do it, I want to go to our item room. Excuse me. I want to go to our item room and deal with the devil potential. Just to, you know, give it one last hurrah to see, you know, can we really reach the next level? Excuse me, can I stop hitting myself? Can we reach the next level of cinematic genius, basically? And end up with, you know, maybe a little bit more powerful run. Just not too much. I'm just looking for a little power here. That's power. That would get the job done. I kind of don't want to take it, though, because it's kind of boring. And no offense to Mom's Knife, but it isn't. You gotta admit, it's kind of boring. You ever played Gary's mod? Okay. I actually don't want to kill the boss, I now realize, because the item that we get from murdering this lady helps us kill bosses. Spoiler alert. Ow. So I want to have a boss on this floor that I can... Because this is going to end up being a shorter mod spotlight video, by the way, but, you know, that's, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes that's what happens when you start recording at 1:01 p.m. the day that your video is supposed to go up. Okay. Let's go ahead. Do I want the Mom's Knife? No. Let's try without. Let's try without. 5 cents for this thing. Okay. Stay on this thing. The circle grows. It says the name of the boss. So that's obviously... Alright. So, yes, it's tentacle porn. But anyway, and she spawns eyeballs. Okay, well, yeah, okay, I'm not ready for this. We're also doing very little damage to her. But I think... What are you doing? Luckily enough... Dude, look at the jiggle on them chesticles. Luckily, for some reason, she's not doing anything. Now she's doing things. Oh, she's got tentacles. It literally is tentacle porn. This is the Fisherman's Wife too, the retentacling, by the way. Yeah, I don't know what Moira is based off of. I don't know. It could be a concept completely up to the... I think we're going to win, by the way. It could be a concept completely up to the creation of the mod developer. Maybe, you know, this person was sleeping at night and they're like, yo, what if this lady was made of tentacles and boobs? I can't tell, you know, what am I trying to say? I'm not trying to say I've had a dream, excuse me. Not trying to say I've had a dream like that before. But, if I did, I wouldn't tell you anyway. If you want to go take down those things. Okay, I definitely see what the description was saying about the longer you're in the boss fight, the harder it becomes because she just takes up so much space with her little tentacle friends. And so it, like, really limits your dodging space. Could you imagine if one of these spawned? Because it could spawn on any room. Could you imagine? Is she done? We are victorious. We are victorious. Oh, we are not victorious. It's a little freaking... little tiny war now following us that's in the shape of her. And she lost her boobs. This is what happens when you ever seen Benjamin Button? This is the female version of Benjamin Button called Benjamin Boob Tit. Yep, that's it. Okay. So we have a new passive item here. This passive item is called Moira's Heart. She's overly attached. What does it do? Well, I'll show you exactly what it does, my friend. What it does is whenever you go into boss fights. So that was Moira, by the way. How do I feel about that boss fight? It's pretty dope. I retract Brownie. So what you do is whenever you go to a boss fight, a little Moira comes in and she helps you. She's basically like a little cube of meat, or but very strong. So if you want to like run into the main threat, she has died, and when she dies, apparently she gives you hearts. That's cool. How do I feel about that boss fight that we just did? I will retract my previous statement. I will retract my prior statement that, and I will take Mom's knife. I will retract my prior statement that, oh, well, you know, she has boobs and therefore that's why all these, in the mood Isaac players are clicking on this and playing. It's not true. I take it back. That was actually a really cool boss fight. And, you know, Edmund McMillan, whose name I can pronounce now, said in his last blog post that for his next mod booster pack, he's going to be looking for new bosses. And so I don't know, like I'm curious how he's going to approach this one. If this ends up being, you know, a boss, which I think it has enough unique... let's start with visuals. Visuals look really good on it. The tentacles, man, got me going in ways I can't even describe on YouTube, or I'll get freaking restricted mode. I'm just kidding, by the way. But no, it actually like genuinely looked very good. The animation was good. The attacks were unique. I liked the tentacles coming up. I liked the eyeball that was like circling the room and then shooting brimstone lasers out every now and again. Also very cool. Basically, it seems like that boss just like her successes are in her ability to take up screen space very quickly and limit the amount of place you can dodge. However, it also seems like I don't really want Ghost Pepper. What I read on the comments of the page were that she used to be much stronger than that, and that he recently reduced her HP. And so one of the things he or the creator, whoever it is, had commented on there was that you know, they're trying to find a good balance of, I mean, as with any new character. Do you remember? Oh, sure, I'll take it. You remember Big Horn when Big Horn first came out? That boss was fudging ridiculous with the freaking damage resistance. And over time, they go, you know, maybe for just a regular boss, this is ridiculous. How did we not think of this before? This is going to be one of those same things where, like, you know, as it's out on the workshop page for a while, as people give feedback, like my feedback would probably be that maybe needs a little bit more HP, because we had a 5-tier stat. She's back. I just want to show her off again. We had a 5-tier stat as well as a like 7 damage stat. We also had Succubus though, which isn't crazy. We do get to deal with the devil here. Satanic Beyblade. No. Actually, yes. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll do boss rush we might as well finish it up with boss rush while I'm talking. And that will end it basically. So I'll pick up Dark Bum. And as we're doing Dark Bum, nope. These are PG videos, my friends. As we are finishing this one up, I will give my thoughts. So yeah, I think I would probably make the boss a little bit stronger. Maybe just a little bit more HP, because I feel like it's, you know, we found it very early, or maybe like, this could also change like when you get later in the game and or later in the mod development when he starts adding, like he said, he wants to add different stages. So like you find the Invocation Circle the first time and you fight Moira. You find it the second time and you fight, I don't know, some dude with a massive schlong. And so what you might do is like, we'll be like, okay, well Moira can only spawn on the first 6 floors, or like the first 4 floors. The next boss can spawn on the next 4 floors, and the final boss can spawn on the last, 3 or however many there are. You might end up doing something like that, and then it makes sense that Moira's not as hard, because if you're going to be fighting her on the first couple floors, odds are you're not going to be ridiculously powerful anyway. We also did have the ability to fly, which helped a ton, especially on that room. But yeah, maybe she's perfectly balanced where she is right now. Maybe could use a little bit more of a boost. I have no idea. But, yeah. As far as how you rate bosses, I don't know. I'm not a freaking boss raider. You think that's who I am? I'm Axe Raider. From Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of Joey Wheeler's cards. Joey Wheeler? The cat from Brooklyn? I have no idea what I'm talking about. I've been watching a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. Because for some... Okay, so freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links came out, which is a fine app. It's okay. And I say that as someone who plays it for like 8 hours a day. But it's pretty good. And it got me back into... Not Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself. It got me into Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series again, which I used to watch all the time. Like, when it first started coming out, like, 8 years ago. And I didn't even realize they were still making it. Like, their most recent episode was like... So I watched all of... Really, we're done? I watched all of the Abridged series. Deal with the W still open? Alright, well, D6 is gone. I watched all of the Abridged series. And that made me want to... Like, the Abridged series, it's up to the point now where it's seasons that I haven't seen of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which I think is only like season 3 or 4. I think 3. But I'd never seen them, so I was like, well, hook me up, daddy, basically. Let me see these new series I haven't seen. So now I'm binge watching Yu-Gi-Oh! So now I got Yu-Gi-Oh! On the brain 24/7. So thanks, Duel Links, for like freaking bringing back this childhood passion that I had. God. Get a life, am I right? Okay, anyway, I'm out of here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up this run now because, maybe not actually. Yeah, maybe we just like run into things and kill ourselves. I can't decide. I feel like the whole point of the showcase is to showcase the new thing, and it's not like Moira's Heart it's not like Moira's Heart can synergize with anything. So like what you're seeing right now is basically what you're gonna see from Moira. Like, we beat the boss, you saw the boss, and now you're seeing Moira's Heart in action and end it. So I think probably that is the logical place to go ahead and just end it. And so I think I will do so. Overall, let's rate this boss at a 75. I'm gonna give it a solid 69. Why? Just take a guess. But no, like I said, animations were pretty good. Uniqueness as far as something that didn't already exist in the game, pretty good as well. Most of the boobs in this game are, pretty flabby. Think of the animation whenever you use Mom's bra. Pretty not so great. These are nice, perky, little bounce to them. Anyway, what am I even talking about? However, my main thing I'm worried about right now is that Edmund is going to see this, and, for bosses in the past, he's always said, it's got to look real gross in some way. So I don't know that this looks gross enough. It might look too good, if you know what I'm saying. And so, although her legs are made of tentacles, so that's a little gross. I don't know. Overall, do I think... It'd be because Edmund said he's looking for bosses, but this isn't really a boss fight. It's like a special event, if you will, that you could decide to do. I do think the payout should be a little bit better for beating them. Not that the heart doesn't not that the heart seems worthless, but we are just very powerful on this run. But Cuba Meats in general, the Cuba Meat Men and the Ball of Bandage Girl have been, not doing as much damage recently for some reason. I have no idea why, and so she's kind of, little Moira is kind of falling in that same category of like, and it only activates on boss rooms, so it's like even worse than the Cuba Meat. I have no idea. But really, you're only paying 5 keys to get it, so that's 25 cents though. I have no idea where I stand. Anyway, overall the mod's cool. Check it out yourself. A link, of course, will be in the description below for you to play yourself. You can also use this seed. You could also just turn it on and, have it running in the background. That's what's nice about a mod like this is it's not one like, it's not one where you're like, I have to figure this out. You can just like leave it in the background, turn it on, and then just do some random runs. And every now and again, it's going to pop up and you'll be like, oh, pleasant surprise. I have 5 keys. I guess I'll fight Moira. So it's no, it's not too intruding. If you want to skip it, you can skip it. So that's what I like about this mod. I think it's pretty good. As far as a mod that's only 1 day old, mods that come out, 24 hours ago typically have a lot of bugs and a lot of things to work out, but this one works pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Let's Demo. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. Don't forget to check out the page of the creator whose name I have forgotten, but go ahead and check out their page because, they made this. Give them some of your hard-earned time and feedback and rating. Don't forget to rate them 5 stars if you did enjoy them. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by because we would love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.